The cannons of the pirate ship ready to fire in the north end zone. We can only be one place. Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, the home of the Buccaneers. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. On the Philly sideline, there's head coach Nick Sirianni. This team entering with 2 straight losses since they won on opening weekend. Meanwhile, on the other side, there you see the Buccaneers head coach. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. A welcome to you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Chase McLaughlin set to get it started. Off we go in a tropical rain here in Tampa. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
You watch the film from last week's game, and you come away saying, okay, he's probably one of their best players on the field, but you would never know it after meeting with him. He said, I don't want to talk about my touchdowns. He said, there's just too many plays out there that I'm missing, and then, of course, the costly interception. So they didn't win. He's taking a lot of that responsibility onto himself, and frankly, that's the role of an NFL quarterback, whether you like it or not.
Just a yard on first down. Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Barkley. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and
1. They'll go with the sneak. And he's only going to be able to get back to the line. That's all. 3 plays to start. Quick 4th down. So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Oh, looked like he was at a seam for a moment, but is taken down after a solid return. So the Buccaneers come out, and Baker Mayfield leads them out. He has found a spot to be very comfortable. The former #1 overall pick out of Oklahoma, who turned 30 in the offseason and has done a nice job with the Buccaneers the last few years.
One of the best parts of the week, Mike, is when we have an opportunity to sit down and visit with these guys during the production meetings. And the thing that we both came away with was, while he was happy with the overall performance of his team a week ago, you could tell that lone interception left a bit of a bad taste in his mouth. He called that errant pass unacceptable. He doesn't plan on having too many of those in this one, and look for him to be a little bit more careful with the ball as he tries to get his team to another victory here today.
Start. On the ground, they'll go with Rashad White, the back out of Arizona State. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
At the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 44 now. Here's 2nd and 4.
Regular.
Baker is going to give it to Irvin. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
180. Start.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. Swing this one out to White. A pickup of 14 on that one. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Quick throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And to pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 5.
Good. What's up?
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up first and goal. This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it first and goal.
180. What's up?
They'll run with White. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
No gain on the play.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage.
And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Cade Otton. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's his third touchdown catch this year. On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. No problem with the footing. The pick is good. And the Buccaneers will take a 7-0 lead.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. Jackson now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Nick Sirianni, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Eagles. His guys ready for their next possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for first and 10. Hurts looking to throw on first down. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's Barkley. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Lavonte David doing his work on defense.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up
Third down, they need 5. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And he will take this one in. 71 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Eagles will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense about ready to get going on their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. They'll run it. It's Irvin. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Jordan Davis, the man in the middle, brings it to an end.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7.
What's up?
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
180.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. First catch of the game for Evans, and he's got that 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
It just seems nowadays, Mike, there's so many running backs in the NFL that you can classify as being dual threats. Of course, we see them every week make their impact on the ground. But here in the first half, it's his ability in the passing game and do bulk of his damage as a receiving threat.
That's thrown quickly, taken in by Godwin. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
That's caught left side by Otten. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a 1st down with that catch.
What's up?
To throw is Mayfield. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
2nd and 10.
Good. What's up?
Back to the air, it's Mayfield. Moving to his right. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
And while he didn't connect for the touchdown, what I really liked, Mike, was that he kept his eyes downfield as he left the pocket. And once he saw something that he did like, he ripped it without hesitation. They just got to find a way to get on the same page in these scramble drill moments.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the 1st quarter of play. On to the 2nd, Buccaneers in possession of the football, as they've got it with 4th and 1 straight ahead. They'll go. Mayfield. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. Through the rain, And the kick is good. And the Bucks will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Eagles 7.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Jackson now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Eagles take over first and 10. At their own.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On second down, Hurts.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is third and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And on third down, that ball incomplete. Here's Braden Mann now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
It's fourth down.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! What's up?
On the ground, it's Irvin. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
So, from the 37, here's second and 3.
Set! What's up?
Throwing is Mayfield. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. Third down coming up.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
To return, it's Jackson. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? Do you pooch it? Do you kick it out the back of the end zone? And I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you have the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember were a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of on a failed 4th down from the 3, your opponent getting the ball at the 3-yard line, they would now get it 17 yards deeper at the 20, and you would get 3 points as a result. Now, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent now possessing the ball following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5. I'm going to go for more 4th and goal situations because even if I fail, I would much rather defend my opponent when they're inside their own 5-yard line than outside of their own 30-yard line because the difference in 3 points over the course is not worth the field position.
And the play callers in the NFL are a lot like the people who play the video games. Let's go for it on 4th down. We're seeing it more, and it adds to the excitement of the NFL in 2025. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and goal. Baker to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. Now, here's 2nd and goal. Get this complete, right side to Otten. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown, Tampa. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have it for this game.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. No problem with the footing. The kick is good. And the Buccaneers will take a 21-7 lead. Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. Jackson now to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. A short pass there, and he's got Granson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Chris Braswell there on the stop.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and 2. Here we go. Tight end motioning left. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down. At least it appears that way. Got it by maybe the length of a football.
And it looked at first like that opening was going to close up on him, didn't it, Mike? I mean, really nice job there by the back. Patient and quickness, kind of all at the same time to find that hole. And he's able to get through to keep this drive alive.
He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
This one is caught by Dotson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Hurts. A pass complete there to Smith. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. That is brought in by Ibuka. They're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
That's good.
An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
At the 40-yard line.
Stop.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw is Mayfield. There's Evans. He's got it. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
At the 47-yard line.
180.
Now Mayfield. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up the key 3rd down?
Now the Bucs will take their first timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime. Now a 3rd and 2.
Stop.
Throwing is Baker. That's caught. It's Evans.
Let's go.
And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Buccaneers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
A give. This is Irving. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Mayfield. It's complete to Evans. The Buccaneers forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
That is caught. What a throw. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, like the final 2 minutes of the 2nd quarter and the first 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. Through the rain, the kick is good. And the Bucs add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Jackson now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
No gain on that. Brings up
So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. This the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before buys kick in. A full schedule of 16.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Johnson now to return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. On the handoff, it's Irvin. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Real. 20.
Here's Mayfield working from the pistol. He'll find his running back, White. And he's going to be brought down about past the 45.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Baker going to hand it to White. And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. Josh Campbell, first-round pick out of Bama. There for the stop.
Brings up second and 8 at their 48.
From a couple of yards shy of midfield, here's second and 8.
Set. 180. Up, up. What's that?
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Going up top for Evans. And that is incomplete. He was trying to fit that one in to Mike Evans. And it's going to bring up third down.
Stop.
Mayfield to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. It is a big play for the Buccaneers. 42 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
On first down is Mayfield. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up second and goal.
Set. Stop.
He'll run with Irving. And he'll be taken down, let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes third and goal.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Play 7 of the drive coming up, and it's third and goal.
Set. 180. Stop.
To throw is Mayfield. To the goal line and in. Chris Godwin. Touchdown Buccaneers. That touchdown number 1 for him on the year. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ball.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Buccaneers will extend this third quarter lead.
Eagles 7. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. Jackson now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Nick Sirianni, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Eagles. His guys ready for their next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. And in motion is Brown. Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. 56 yards.
Let's go. Trim.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. Now he takes off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They face 2nd down and 7. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
3rd and short, and Hurts will throw. And he's in. Byron Branson, touchdown, Eagles. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles are able to cut into the deficit. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10.
Run.
Here's Irving. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now is one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
He'll go again here with Irving. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
And a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Mayfield. And off the deflection. It is taken in. He's close to a 1st down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And he's going to have that 1st down across midfield and down to the 46-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6. Throwing is Mayfield. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
6 yards to go.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come back.
And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Open man, left side. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 there as the decision to go for it pays off.
Love the idea of going for it on fourth down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on fourth down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Now, screen set up for Irving. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
On 2nd down, a run with White. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
And a 1st down.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. And hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa. And his 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. McLaughlin now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bucs will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
42, Eagles 14. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. Jackson now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Eagles offense headed back to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look
under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Lafante David in there to bring him down. And that's his 1st sack of the year. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's got this one complete to Goddard. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Lavonte David in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack. And the story of the game has really been the inability of the offensive line to keep this pass rush away from the quarterback, and it's a big reason they find themselves here trailing in the 4th quarter. So as they turn to this passing game to try to mount a comeback, they've got to do a better job protecting the quarterback.
3rd and long for Hurts. That's taken in right side by Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down. The Buccaneers offense ready to take over once more. And it's looking like 4-0 might be in the cards. Looking to finish off a perfect September as they're going to start this drive. 1st and 10. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
It's 2nd and 8.
2nd down and 8. Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball. But let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. Here comes Jackson on the return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Devontae Smith and the rest of the Philly offense heading back onto the field. Quick throw, the RPO to Goddard. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down.
In motion, that's the tight end, Granson. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one, a gain of 18.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Philadelphia.
Off the play fake, Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good gain on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
That's Goddard in motion. They run out of the gun with Barkley. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
This one going to be sniffed out, thrown up in the backfield.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
On second down, Hurts. The open man is the tight end, Granson. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Now Hurts. And that is incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
Man in motion is Brown. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. This one, incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. The Bucs offense and their running back, Bucky Irving, ready to hit the field again. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong.
The 26. The gain of 2 brings up second and
8. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Right back to Irving. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Kicking time for the Bucs. They'll punt it away, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Eagles offense ready for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. That is caught out wide on the RPO. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Hurts now. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. John Dotson was the intended receiver there, and it'll bring up second down. Now Hurts, firing right side, brought in by Brown. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and third down. Coming up.
Third and 5.
Now it's Hurts. He's got his man. It's Smith. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And an Eagles.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So, fire the cannons. It's a win for the Bucs. They finish off the first month of the season perfect, as the victory runs their mark to 4-0. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers get the win, as we say so long from Tampa.